Are you recording? Why did I buy an El Camino? Man, that's a dumb question. Why would you not buy an El Camino? It's classic. All steel, 350 V8, all American. I'm not gonna be riding around in some tinfoil can.
My name's Robert Miller, 43 years old today. I started playing basketball when I was 6. I played basketball all the way through high school and some college. Back in 1997, I moved to New Jersey, and it was then that I decided I wanted to be a Men's Health. I opened up a Men's Health magazine, and I was reading through it one day, and they had a description of all their models and what they looked like. They were usually in their 30s, 6 foot, 185-pound guys. So I made that my goal.
You know, at first glance, Rob is this gruff, hardened dude, but he's actually like really, really sweet. He cares a lot about people. But you gotta see this guy with his cat, you know. He's really just like a cuddly teddy bear, really, you know.
After several years of lifting, I went and auditioned for Men's Health and was in Men's Health magazine as one of their primary models for 14 years. What I liked most about working out was it was an individual thing for myself. It was an inner fight to move the weight, to keep getting stronger, to keep getting bigger, to keep understanding how your body can keep growing. I was an athlete my whole life. And after basketball, it was, what's next? What am I gonna do? Am I gonna be that guy that just doesn't move anymore? My body loved it, it craved it. Like I played 4 or 5 different basketball games in a day. I just needed to constantly move.
Well, I'm starving, Hank. What do you think we get a little smoothie action going? I make the best smoothies, Hank. Top-notch smoothies, always have, always will. I like to use pineapple in mine, so I just got some pineapple cores. A little bit of baby spinach. Just jam all that in there. Get yourself a little protein powder. I like Muscle Milk, so if Muscle Milk's listening. Add some milk. Then you want to get yourself a couple ice cubes. Get your little bullet, blender, whatever it may be. Let's get her moving. Smoothie making machine. And he's clean and single, ladies.
People say you have it easier. You're young, you're good looking, you're talented, you're fit. You can't just look at the book. You have to look at everything. There's days I'm lifting in the gym and I'm doing bench press and I'm like, well, what if I just let this weight go and let it just come down on my throat? Those thoughts creep in. And my whole life has been like that. When I was in the 8th grade, without any friends, the cafeteria is huge and there's no place for me to sit and I don't know anybody and I'm shy. So where did I go for lunch? To the bathroom stall. I think that's a big problem in the world, is that we don't open up our hearts to people that we don't know, but we just make these assumptions about who they are based upon what they're driving, what they look like, or how they carry themselves.
All right. So how it goes, you guys got 10 seconds, catch your breath.
I started jiu-jitsu by calling out a friend of mine in a death match, as I always like to call it. I was a bodybuilder. I was a rather big guy. He was about 150 pounds, but he was a black belt world champion. It didn't matter. My strength didn't matter to his technique. As a bodybuilder, I realized that the bigger the muscle, I wound up just choking myself with my own pec. My mobility was being limited by the size of the muscle. So I needed to fix that, but I couldn't lose the strength.
Come on, push, push, push. Stop it.
I was first introduced to TACFIT in 2016, and Professor Crane showed me the club bell. Now, I've been moving a lot of weight for a lot of years. I started lifting when I was 22, so I've been in the gym for over 2 decades. I was like, how am I gonna do anything with a 45-pound club bell? So after we started working with it, I realized that it's the torque that my body is generating that is getting me strong. So working with the club bell has given me a finer touch into my hands, it's given me a better connection into my breathing, and it's given me that internal strength that I talk about, where the strength comes from deep within you and it resonates out through your body.
You know, we're training for real life. So if your body isn't used to being in certain positions, or it's not used to going to its full range of motion, and you have an accident or you slip and fall, then you wind up getting injured. So I try to tell people, you know, any day that you're sick or any day that you're injured is a day you're being robbed of life.
Hey, one for you, one for you. What's this? It's a Mexican cheesesteak.
Let's say I have an audition, and there's thousands of people that are going out for these auditions. So when you're going in there, no matter how well prepared you are, that adrenaline starts to come in, and your heart rate starts to race. And there's ways that you can control that through breathing. There's ways that I can breathe now before I go into the room where I'm not nervous and I'm not speaking really fast, so I can calm myself back down. If you can't breathe in stressful situations, then your body just won't be able to do what you're asking it to do.
Man, Buff Rob is Buff Rob, you know, he's buff and he looks the part, he looks like what TACFIT should be doing to you. He's a specimen, you know.
TACFIT is designed to help you restore your body. As a stuntman and as a Jiu-Jitsu practitioner, recovery is everything. If your heart rate's so high, you can't operate. So you have to understand how to breathe and bring everything back down. Well, what's smart about TACFIT is the science behind it, is the philosophy behind it. It's the theory that less is more. So TACFIT, with our designed protocols, our designed workouts, we're never more than 30 minutes of a high intensity workout. We focus on warming our bodies up, getting our joints ready, getting our muscles ready, and then we focus on the cool down afterwards. So that's the smartest part about the TACFIT, is the restoration of the body. Scott obsesses over this thing. He's got to know why. How does one person do something so great and another person can't even tie their shoes, you know? Like the whole neuroscience behind it, about what your brain is doing and what your brain creates and the reality that it creates. I think that is what TACFIT is. Without Scott's brain, without his obsession over knowing why does this happen, how does this happen, how can I learn, none of this would be possible.
My life has been one big giant journey after another. Everything that I've done has brought me to where I am today. And now we're sitting on the forefront of this spectacular system that can heal people's minds, that can heal people's bodies, that can make you live better, make you feel better. If we can feel better about ourselves moving through the world, then I think we can pass that along to everybody else.
There's no better job in the world than helping people live a better life. So having that information and being able to help anybody on a whim, whether I know them or not, you can't buy that. That's what humans are all about. That's what the whole tribe is all about, is we're supposed to be helping one another. We're supposed to all rise up together. You have to bring everyone with you. A good leader leads from the front. He doesn't push from the back. I'm good with that.